was hanging out with my boy. It's his birthday today, so that's where we're going for dinner later, like for it to celebrate him. And we're playing pickleball, and he's not. I guess he's not used to me being so like open with things. So you know how I get railed up when I talk about stuff. So, what? Oh.
I thought we're recording now officially.
Yeah, no,
that was just thumbs up.
You know how I get railed up.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wild.
No, like I get like worked up over like
riled.
See, there you go.
Railed up is when you're getting fucked. So know the difference. Yeah. You know how I get railed up. Like
riled up.
Yeah.
That does not sound right. Okay, whatever.
Railed comes from rails when you use the hammer.
Okay, so riled up.
Yes.
And I get excited. I'm dead.
That's why I was like,
and now you get excited.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure, thanks for helping me. So anyway, so I would say stuff like that, and he just like laughs at me, and I'm like, what? He's like, the way you just said it. And I'm like, you're the first one in a long time that actually points out on my accent and like how I pronounce things. Because I feel like you guys are used to me just speaking. And at this point, you're just like, oh, it's Paulina, whatever. That's her accent. But the new people that come to my life, oh, you so good. How do you say it? I'm like, oh. Now I start questioning my English. I'm like, do I not sound right? But that's just what happens with the new people when they enter my life. It's like they're not used to the way I speak. And then you guys and everybody that has been my friends for a while, they know that it's just me, I guess.
It's just Poe. It's just me.
That's what you get.
Yeah, that's a sitcom right there. It's just Poe. Yeah. I don't know how your theme music would play out. What do you want? A bassoon? Do you want violins playing?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Or do you want like the Friends theme song? I'll be there for... Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good one. I should probably come up with one. Love it. But anyway, are we clapping?
Yeah, let's clap. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Good job, everybody. The clap is going around. Yeah, we're clapping. We're giving the clap to everybody.
I was thinking of different clapping, but sure.
Different clapping. Oh, butt cheek clapping. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Perverted minds.
You taught me that. I feel like because I hang out with you so much, it's like in my mind every time someone makes like a comment that's slightly sexual, I'm like, oh my God, I want to say it, but I can't.
You can say it.
Like,
that's what they said. Yeah.
Yeah, like, whoever you surround yourself, this is who you become. Here I am.
Who's influencing who?
I think we have good influence on each other.
Well, so far, me and Vic. Vic has given me good influence. I don't know what you've given me yet. I'm still waiting on that.
A whole girlfriend.
Don't say that on camera. God damn it. Gotta wait until like the 4th week. Jesus.
I've given you like...
And you didn't give me no girlfriend. Get the fuck out of here. You gave me nothing about that. All right, I'll actually give you credit.
I feel like, I'll give you credit. Give me slight credit for
because it was due to PND. She noticed me because I gave her shit about this because I because she was just like, I went to where she worked before. I was like, I noticed her. I was like, oh hey, blah blah blah. And I tried to talk to her. Nothing. I've told her before too. Yeah. And then until she saw PND started saying, oh wow, there's popping off. It's doing this. It's doing that.
I'm like a swing woman without actually going out to places with you and like actually being a swing woman.
That is not the term. Thank you.
Wing. Yeah. Swing woman is a very different term.
Shit, damn, I'm struggling today,
yes.
Swing woman.
I mean, I would welcome you to be a swing woman for me too. Yeah, but damn, I don't think that's gonna help your chances getting it. Yeah.
Edit it out, please. Don't embarrass me like that.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm probably going to edit this whole conversation from here to there. I'm telling you, until week 4.
Okay, so can I just say, like we can...
You really want to talk about this?
No,
so excited about this.
I want to get some credit. No, I just want
to... you can. Be like, let's talk about it.
No, I just want to be like...
It's Poe.
No, I just want to be like, I think because of PND, you have been putting yourself out on the streets.
Wrong turns. Once again.
No, I'm just like...
Yep, you're not my pimp. Thanks. So there's that. Yeah. Putting me on the streets. Very nice.
No,
I'm gonna send this clip to Pete so he can enjoy that. He's like, yeah.
I'm crying right now. No, I'm saying like you've been just more open to dating scene. That's what I was gonna say, but sure, whatever. I'm crying. Hold on. That was funny.
I've never seen Poe break down this bad.
I'm just like,
oh, your poor makeup, Poe.
Dry the ice.
Yeah. Is that?
Breathe through the nose.
That's terrible that women like to cry and they can't because no.
Oh no, like the makeup. My makeup doesn't get messed up. I have like a waterproof mascara, and I don't really have like foundation in my face.
Is there a reason why you wouldn't use waterproof mascara?
It's harder to remove.
Oh.
But I have like a makeup removing balm that like melts away your entire face. Like it literally takes me. No, I'm saying.
Christ. Removes your entire face.
Melts it away.
It's so funny speaking about this to boys. Like if a chick was sitting there, she'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is great. I need it." But like you guys just are funny. Anyways, so it melts away like the makeup off of your face in like a minute. So
How long does it usually take then?
Like if you use makeup wipes, it takes forever. It's so annoying. And the makeup wipes are not even good for you because pretty much what you do is like you press on the makeup into your pores so they stay even deeper in your skin. So you're never really removing the makeup off your face. That's why like having a balm, like something that will dissolve the makeup on top of your face without removing like the natural oils of your skin, like that's just like the preferred way of removing makeup. That's actually cleansing your face.
It's like a bidet for your face.
Yeah. Oh, we got a train coming.
Wrong turn. But okay.
We're just throwing
it's like a bidet to your face.
Wipe versus bidet is the same concept, right?
Kind of.
One
bidet
cleanses and one just wipes it in.
Yeah. Kind of. I mean, whatever. To a men's mind, you can.
Yeah, I don't picture your face and my ass as the same thing.
Neither do I.
Yeah, so the comparison is a little far out there for me. But okay, sure, let's run with it. You know, okay.
My aesthetics talk over here. Yeah, no, definitely makeup balms are better than makeup wipes. I threw out all my makeup wipes a long time ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's not good for you at all, and there's so many toxin ingredients in there that it's just crazy. So. Put your girl on a makeup
You heard
balm.
it here first on PND.
D.
That's right, Paulina.
And Delis, because that's how I pronounce his name.
Yeah. Oh, and Victor, of course. You know,
of
he's
course.
there. Being a schoolgirl, from Japan. Yeah, always. Yeah, I feel like that's your past life, Victor. That's literally, you just died a little schoolgirl, became a ghoul, and then we're like, I'm tired of scaring Japanese families in horror movies.
And
it's time. Back. Yeah, it's time to be a Costa Rican boy and from Florida. Like, what a choice.
I still have gone to Costa Rica. I really want to.
Costa Rica. Costa Rica is
now like I'm in my head about my accent because it's
no more. We'll fix it. It's like, you know, pa. You know,
Need a little fixing today. Well, that's it's okay. All. It's one of those days. Yeah. But I've heard amazing things about Costa Rica.
There you go.
Costa.
That's a Costa Rica.
I want to go so bad. Yeah. So that's going to happen. I have actually a couple of regulars at my bar that own properties. And they always invite me.
Are they white?
Yes.
Sort of angry about that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But the Chinese are taking over, so it doesn't even matter.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
No, I mean, Chinese are taking over everywhere.
No, I know, but like I wouldn't picture Chinese people in Costa Rica for something.
I have half, my cousins are half Chinese.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Costa Rica is pretty diverse, actually, when it comes to the capital, especially. Yeah. A lot of European immigrants.
Yeah. Right, which European, I understand that.
But Asian, too, and African.
Well, yeah, because the western side of it, like, we have a lot of Jamaicans coming from the ports on that side. Actually, the East Coast, excuse me. The East Coast comes a lot there. The West Coast came a lot of Asians, like, through there. So, interesting. Yeah.
Got to see it for myself.
Oh, yeah.
I might make it my 30th birthday. We should all go. My birthday is February 1st.
I thought we were going to Thailand.
I'm down if you guys are. I mean, Thailand is just like a big commitment because when you go, you have to go for like at least 2 weeks. If you want to like solidly see.
In February, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it could be like, you know, mid-January. I would just want to be somewhere on my actual birthday. Whether we fly on February 1st or fly on January 15th, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be away on my actual birthday.
Yeah.
So we can plan that because I actually have to get that going because it's coming up soon, and I just need something like I would like to go away with people that I love and I want to keep in my life and that have impacted me in a good way, which you two did. Love you.
Sweet. You know, the only problem for Victor, he has to bring his wife. Yeah.
That's not a problem.
That's not
We
a problem.
we want her.
I'm just saying it's more money. That's the problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, but the most expensive thing about the Thailand trip would be just the flight.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
like
I
if you
that.
put that in your mind already, like just save $150 a month and you'll have it. Well, no, because what? November already.
Not
Never
150.
mind.
Yeah,
it's November. So yeah, like whatever. I mean, that would be. You're probably paying like
500 every month, I would think.
No, it's more so like $1,000 flight. If you can
but
get
then
it
you
ahead.
Also got to pay for the stuff there.
Yeah, so, but you know how cheap it is. Like you're paying $2 a meal.
Right now, it's about to be November.
December, January, yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's like, 1,500 right there. So 500 a month.
Sure.
Yeah. Listen, money, math. Yeah, you could. Yeah, Victor's good on discipline.
I mean, we could go in February, so that's like November, December. So you would have 3 months, to collect the money. But you don't need 1,500. I'm telling you.
Well, 1,000 for the flight.
I'll look into flights and I'll send it to you guys. But that would be great if we could do something. And listen, if Thailand doesn't happen, I'm okay with going somewhere close by and still having a good time and getting like a Airbnb mention, something. Just go all out.
Yeah. I would just really love to do a podcast out there while we're there.
That'd be sick.
That'd be the cheapest podcast we do because it's going to be all on our phones. Everybody take their phone. We're just putting on record.
We just
natural lighting.
One of these cameras, and then we just have them propped up on like furniture.
I would hate myself so much, but yes, that's what we would end up having.
Whatever, we got to work with what you got.
No, I mean, listen, I'd rather for us to just be on the beach and then just record it off of the just all like the shadows will be the palm trees and
I mean fuck it, if like I get if I fly Delta, I get a free checked bag and then the next one gets like it's like $35, so we can get all the cameras
we both got free checked bags then. There you go.
But
I got the Amex with Delta.
But like the thing,
let's go.
Sky Miles.
Yeah. But the good thing is though, usually when we're flying, and we gotta check on this, but usually we can just come as a company, saying as like so we can put our stuff like which is very little money, like all the luggage, all the equipment, a lot less money than it would be, for if we were just like we're just flying for vacation for fun.
Love it. So if it's a business trip, it doesn't involve. But the 30th is coming up, and you guys know how I feel about it. So I'm like, we need 30th? To do my 30th birthday.
You should feel excited about life. You've been in this life 30 years. Look at what you've done, what you've conquered.
I do forget to give myself a credit sometimes.
Be grateful. What happened in your grateful journal?
Oh, yeah, I'm very grateful for myself and like how much I've accomplished. We tend to forget, because we're going, time flies by so quickly. Yeah.
I thought about this with Victor though. It's just like, and also by the way, I love the gold with the green. It's stunning. Yeah, it fits you so perfectly. Oh, and the red nails. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, there it is.
Actually gonna get them done.
Oh yeah.
Before my vacay, because it's like they look crazy right now, but I do like the red.
Yeah, a girl was telling me about when they get the really long nails and how they glue them on, and it hurts when it gets broken.
Oh, if you break it, it's very painful. I broke actual nail inside, like the mid part. I don't think like it's comparable to like actually losing your nail. That's the pain. I don't know if you ever lost your nail, like you hit something and it got lifted. No, because you guys have short nails. Or like you drop a weight on your nail and
I've had that.
And stuff.
I've had that.
Yeah.
So that's painful. But I lifted my whole nail. Like I hit in the whole shit lifted, and you could hear like almost like I can't even explain it. It was like ripping sound. It was so bad. Almost passed out.
No.
Ooh,
never.
Yeah,
sweat right away.
It's so crazy. Sweat. It's like I get so what is that when you like see like something go into somebody's eye close to
I can literally put a whole
I get
finger
it too.
in my
Sympathy
eyeball.
pain.
Is that sympathy pain?
Wait, so you can't touch your eyeball?
No, it's
I could watch you do it, but I'm talking about like a needle going. No. Yeah, like
for me, it's like the Saw movies. I'm watching it. I'm like almost feeling the barbed
wire
or whatever it is. I'm like, no.
Whenever I see like anything with nails or like to the eye, it gets me. And it's like, that's wild. You know, like it gets me to the it crawls on my skin, and I'm just like, I try like to like fist up my hand, just like I don't want to feel that, because the last time I had something happen to my fingers was just like recently. I was going to the bathroom here, and then like as I was trying to get the light, because it's the corner thing, as you guys know, like I'm like reaching over, but then like my nail was a little longer, and then it like bent. I felt it like the bend like almost like halfway. Like,
it's the worst. That's why I don't really have long nails anymore, because I do too much with my hands.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it.
Yo.
I'm waiting for it. I was ready.
Yeah.
Shots were not fired.
Yeah, well,
though.
I mean, like, my biggest question when it comes to those girls that, like, have those big-ass long nails, I'm just like, how do you wipe your ass?
That's one. Like, two, how do you even live? Like, how do you wash dishes?
Yeah.
Like, I guess you don't. Like, you just have people do it for you? I don't really know. It's disgusting. And, like, don't even mention hygiene, because I know they don't clean these nails from underneath. Like, I mean, some girls probably do, but I've seen some disgusting ass nails from underneath.
Personally, I'm not a big fan of that stuff.
No.
But, I'm not. And then, like, you know, I've had girls just like, you know, I'm like, why are you scratching me for? Like,
oh, you don't like the little scratch? Like nail scratch? I love it.
Like with the regular nails, maybe. Like,
not like long. Yeah, I get what
I'm
you
just
mean.
Like, you're just clawing me? Like, okay, that's.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like, I don't, like, I don't know. Maybe some other guys do. Have you ever had that?
I mean, regular scratching. I wouldn't, never with the long nails. I never experienced what that feels like. If it feels any different.
It feels the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, scratching has its
like
place in time.
What freaks me out is like when they try to type on the phone, they like have to bend their finger this way.
Yeah, that's so
to just like do something, or like sideways.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, what is this for? I mean, listen, if that's something you enjoy, then go ahead. But
I mean, like, if
so
it's for your outfit and like, you know, like this.
Yeah.
But like, it's so impractical in the sense of just like, you know, like just use it for that night or whatever, and then take it off. But
I was in a restaurant once, and I was being served by this chick that had a extra large glove on. Because her nails were this fucking long, and they were obviously like bent this way because that's how nail grows.
That's wild.
It was this long, and I guess she had to wear the gloves because it was so like not really hygienic to have like
be with food,
serve with food. Yeah,
you can't have the nails.
I was like,
the
why
food.
the fuck is she like serving me with the gloves? And then my buddy looks at me, he's like, oh my god, did you see her nails? I'm like, no. And then she comes back with another. I think we had like apps and then entree. I was like, ugh. I literally like almost did not want to eat anything, even though she had gloves on. And and I asked her at the end, I was like, are these your nails? She's like, yeah, I've grown them for the past 18 years.
Oof.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Wild.
Commitment.
Or like toenails. Some chicks have like long ass toenails. Have you seen the videos of that?
How do you wear shoes?
You don't. You just wear sandals. So like most of them live in like warm.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like not in New York.
No. I just saw like, you know, TikToks and videos. I tend to watch like Dr. Pimple Popper and
I love that.
Stuff like that. Satisfying. And then like you have these weirdos with like weird shit, like long ass toenails, you know, or in Africa, they do that. They put those necklace. It's not a necklace, but extend the neck in like.
You find the pimple popping satisfying?
I do too.
That's the reason why I went to aesthetic school. Yeah. Like if I'm comfortable with you to the point where I like,
sure, you'll
I'll pop your pimple.
Yeah, my 100%. Mom does it for me. Like whenever
pluck hair. If I see a nose hair sticking out, I literally will ask you, as weird as it sounds, I'm like, can I please pull it?
Oh, I just usually shave myself.
No, but I'm saying like sometimes you might miss one and it like slightly sticks out. It bothers my soul to the point like I wouldn't be able to look at you and pay attention to what you're saying if I don't fucking suck my hair. I'm like, no, you gotta come here.
I can understand that.
Yeah, or like ear hair. Oh my god, I'm attacking you right away.
I've seen that with Victor. I've seen his ear hair. I'm like, yo, that shit is wild, bro.
I shave it.
Yeah, I'm like, that shit just like, you just grow fucking earmuffs yourself. Like, I'm just like, okay,
that's
bro.
So cool.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I have one hair that always grows, like one, and it's, you know, I have light features, so I don't really have black hair growing. But you see it and it's like tough. Like when I sometimes like touch it, I plugged it yesterday. It's one freaking silly hair, and I just remember like forgetting about it over the summer. And then I put a flashlight on my beard, and I'm like, ugh, this thing is fucking curly. And it was like thin. You couldn't really see it unless you really paid attention. But I had the biggest satisfaction pulling that hair, and I like pulled it and I placed it next to me, and I was like, whoa. I was like, that thing is long and curly. I love it. I'm that weirdo. I love that stuff.
It has a little place now.
Did you ever have like a pimple that you popped that was the most satisfying pimple? Yeah. Like, can you...
Blackhead, whole worm came out of the... I think I had... Not on me, but...
Not even on you. Wow, that's
no,
crazy.
Not on... Yeah, it was on my one of my ex-boyfriends' back. And I was like, oh. Like, at first I'm like... I was like, oh.
She just did the E40. Ooh. Like, shit.
I was like, this is amazing. I literally,
tell me when it go. Tell me when it go. Tell me when it go. Go, go, go. Like...
I popped it and I like put it on like a cotton round and I showed it to him. He's like, ew, that's disgusting. I was like, no, this guy is cool. Like the
apparently
thing that
I just heard about this. This is the first time I've for Q-tips, you're supposed to wet them before you use them.
For what though?
Ears.
Oh, I don't know about that. Like you can use Q-tips for a lot of different things.
Apparently, like this is like, you know, I just some people.
Who said that?
Lick
lick it? Yeah.
And then use it, which I was like, you're giving yourself a wet willy. I don't understand that, but I mean, I wonder if the application is supposed to be used while wet. I've never been told.
Let's read the description.
Vic, can you look up like how to use?
No.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah. There's so many different things that we use improperly.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I feel like nobody talks to you about it. Nobody talks to you about wiping your butt.
No, you just kind of like go with the flow.
Yeah,
there's probably like if we Googled it right now, the proper way of wiping your ass, it would probably be like so different that what we do.
No, it's up.
No, yeah,
it's up.
I know that.
Some people go down. It's terrible.
Well, when you're a chick and you go down, you're giving yourself terrible bacteria vaginosis.
Vaginosis.
Oh, this is going to be extra wild for you.
Oh, okay, go.
Am I like, is that gross or it's going to be good?
So the resource is coming from Soundgate Hearing Clinic.
Okay.
It says you should never use a Q-tip to clean your ears.
I've heard that. Yeah.
The packaging usually has a warning against inserting the swab into your ear canal. Instead, you can use it to clean the outside of your ears or to remove water after washing your face or swimming.
See, like the way...
Wait, so what do you use to clean your ears?
Like, no, you can still clean around it.
But
don't put it inside a canal.
Yeah. But like, that's what I'm saying. Is like, I feel like you can put it not in, but at least...
Like around the edge.
Yeah. Okay, but just don't fucking stick it inside your ear canal and try to clean everything out. It's like, no, I'm just going to... Like,
there's so many times I like got irritated and blood came out.
Yeah, they also recommend using a damp cloth to wet the outside of your ear first to soften the ear before you use the Q-tip.
Well, I only like clean my ears after the shower, so my thing is already wet.
Yeah, same here.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they actually recommend using like a drop of baby oil on the Q-tip.
Wow, so they do recommend it to be moist.
Yeah, lubricate. I guess because if it's dry, it'll scratch. I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting. My earring just came off. What the heck?
Oh no, put that back in.
Don't worry, I got it. Yeah. But that's crazy. Yeah, but anything popping pimples, plucking hair, I loved when my mom would ask me like, "Can you do my eyebrows?" And I'd be like, "Yes." And you guys have dark features. Oh my god, I would have so much fun.
I had my eyebrows done one time by my mom. Like we went.
Did she wax them or?
No. Like we went to like those.
The thread.
Yeah.
Threading.
And then after that, I got them done. Never again.
Well, it hurts. But
no, it didn't hurt me.
Oh, it didn't?
Not that much. I mean, okay. It was just like, okay. But apparently she did them too thin. She was like, yeah, don't.
No, so I would never do that to a man. I would just clean you up. Like, I would just do like little strands of eyebrows like that don't belong to your actual eyebrow. That's what you typically do.
I usually just shave like around here.
Well, that shit is going to grow thicker and longer.
Yeah.
If you shave it.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I've been doing it. Like, it's weird. They've said that before. Like with beards too. Like, if you want a beard, you should just shave. Been shaving every time.
Well, yeah. If you don't have it already, then you won't.
But that's what I'm saying.
It won't add it. Like, it won't like build a whole hair strand in your
Listen,
follicle.
I've been doing this too. Like, it's not growing. It's just,
I
it's
think they mean more
genetics
so like
heavily.
if you have a
Yeah.
beard
Yeah.
and you trim it often, it will grow
I
longer.
think it's the same with eyebrows, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, because I've also, you know, just shave around the edge. Doesn't grow any longer.
Yeah.
Still the same eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you
Same
know,
like there's a theory like I've always been scared to wax my arms
Yeah.
because I didn't want it to grow
Yeah.
black, right?
I'll
'Cause
be
these
honest.
are-
Sorry, ladies, but it's gross seeing your arms hairy. Nah, yours is light, so it's fine. But
I'm
I'm
not
talking about
ever
like,
waxing or shaving.
but I'm talking about like I've
Like,
seen
dark hair.
just-
Yeah, that's
yeah,
gross.
it's just like, and they're just like, you know,
I agree. I would never.
they look like they have more hair than I do.
Yeah.
It's gross. It's
So
gross. It's
I-
motherfucking gross.
Right. So like there's some myths, right? Like depending on the hair type.
Yeah.
So this is a vellus hair, so it's like a baby hair. Like
Okay.
then there's like thicker hair. So where you grow vellus hair, that's where people think like, oh, it's gonna grow back stronger, darker, and longer. No, it will grow the same. So I waxed when I was in school. We would wax on each other, and I've waxed my arms like 17 times, and I still have white hair growing, like the same vellus hair growing. But yeah, I ain't shaving that.
Do you have nipple hair?
No, because
I've-
I plucked them. You know.
Oh, so you do have it though.
Well, everybody has nipple hair.
I didn't know women had nipple hair. Yeah. Like I know I have nipple
Well,
hair.
so
I've seen it.
I don't ever have like strong black hair anywhere.
But
But like, you know what I mean? Like you do have
Yeah.
around your
areola.
yeah, areola, you have like one or here, one there, one
Oh no,
here,
mine's
yeah.
all full circle. I just
Yeah, no,
shave.
we're humans too, so we do have hair.
Yeah. No, I believe that.
Around
It's just
it, yeah.
like I like, you know, for certain women I just see like, oh, they don't.
Yeah, some
they
people will
tr-
grow like random hair somewhere where it doesn't
Mm.
belong either.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know.
Yeah.
I have peach fuzz everywhere. Like even on my stomach. Like you won't see it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
dark,
yeah,
but
no,
like
that's
I
fine.
like
Yeah.
my boobs, I have hair everywhere.
Well, that's generally what we all have. You're right.
I just
Oh,
didn't
okay.
record well.
Jesus, the
So
way he
like a
moved, you were
squirrel.
like, I was like, okay.
I love that we have this beauty talk right now.
Yeah.
I love waxing. That's also super satisfying.
Is waxing better than shaving?
Oh yeah. You just look
Why?
because you like in one sense like more satisfying, or is it better for you?
Yes, better for you.
Um
I just said yes.
So I mean, I don't think that's the question. Really, it's more so what you prefer. So there's no what's better or not. It's just the form of removing the hair, right? So waxing will take out the whole follicle out of your
But doesn't that leave it open so dirt gets in there? So it'll be more dangerous as far as like,
not necessarily, because when you pull a hair out, there's already another one growing in.
what?
Yeah. So
Like,
there's
right
different
away?
stages. There's one underneath your skin that's about to come out. So there's stages to hair growth. There's different stages to hair growth. So this is a whole like science episode. Jesus, I love it. But
Well, you're the expert on this. Me and Vic
I'm
are
not
just like,
really an expert on it.
well, you know your shit about it. You're a nerd. You'll nerd out about it.
Yeah,
Like me and Victor are just like, really? Like,
so in order to wax
well, I
someone,
don't know. Victor might just know about all this shit. He's like, oh, I'm a waxologist, bro. I'm like, shut up.
3
Wax that
stages
ass,
of hair.
baby.
waxing is great because you go between like you don't have to shave every day, right? It takes some time for the new hair to come out. So it does save you time. Like, but in order to get waxed, you need at least half an inch of a hair to be out there. So like some chicks will not shave their vagina for let's say like 3 weeks. You know, and some people don't like it. Like, you know, I know girls that want to be fully shaved every single day, and you know that's why they don't go they won't get waxed because they don't have enough hair for the strip to like attach to be pulled.
Do they wax like to the side of the vagina too?
Yeah, you can do a full Brazilian wax. Yeah, it hurts like a bitch.
I can imagine that. I
Like,
can't
I
imagine
hate
like,
it.
oh, I'm about to wax around my balls and all that. Like, like
Guys do that too.
Yeah, I wouldn't
They
do
do
that. I'm just gonna shave.
Yeah,
Just
I've never done Brazilian. I've never done or received a Brazilian wax. Like I don't think I would do that.
That's
But
all.
I've gotten laser treatments, which also didn't fully work out for me because I don't have a really black, strong, coarse hair. So
you
a laser,
have to have it.
yeah, laser sees black hair. Like if you have
Oh.
some people, especially in Europe, they have the version of a coarse black hair for Europeans is usually white, thick hair that cannot be seen by laser unless they like improved the technology lately, which I haven't really looked into. But I've received probably 8 to 9 sessions on both my armpits and my Brazilian area, and it hurts too because it like shoots like it's like a heat wave to, and like it like zaps you in a way, the laser, so it really hurts, especially around like your lips and like sensitive areas. But that's supposed to remove your entire hair and follicle like, so you will not have more hair coming in. It's like burnt, like there's no hair follicle in there.
Cauterized.
Yeah. But so that was, when did I do, a year and a half ago? And I do have hair. It just doesn't grow as fast as it used to. When I was shaving, like I would have to shave every day. Now I shave probably like once a week. But it still grows back. So because I don't have that strong, coarse black hair. So it really depends on the case. Like if you are really hating your hair somewhere and you have dark hair, go with laser. It is pricey. It's typically, depending on the section, like some people do legs, that's a large area, you might pay more money. But like if you go for Brazilian, I would say like anywhere from like 150 per session to probably 200. Depends on the place, but it's worth it. Yeah. Some guys do that on their scalp. Like if you're balding already and you have like this, what is that?
Victor.
Old spot?
Yeah, but like, what is it called? There's like guys sometimes that they have like hair over here, but not hair. There's a word saying for it, or like a word for it, but whatever, doesn't matter. So like it looks weird, right? So you have to shave like my dad, for instance, like he's been shaving his head forever now. But if he tried to grow his hair, it would be patchy. So I always tell him, like, go get laser treatment. That way you don't have to shave ever again, And he has dark hair, so it would work out for him.
Vic, are you going to go shaving your head?
No.
You guys have enough hair. You never.
No, I mean, well, I'm talking about Victor. Yeah, Vic, come on.
What,
you got that receding in line. Yeah, bro.
That's typical for guys.
It's coming back out there.
It's typical for guys.
If it keeps growing back there, though.
That's pretty much as far as it goes. My uncles have it. My grandpa still has the same full head of hair and the same. It's pretty much up to there.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
I figured that's where I was like, okay, that's where it's gonna end.
Well, you can do hair transplants too.
Vic, would you do that? Get your hairline back?
Never thought of it.
Yeah. I mean, I
don't miss it.
I feel like your lineup would be like right there. So
or like this is where the front of my hair is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you just have to fill up the 2 spots.
These two right here.
Yeah.
And what they do is they will cut your skin out in the middle. It sounds crazy, but
oh, thank God I got a full set of hair, baby.
Yeah, you're never gonna struggle with hair loss.
I'm glad for that. Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll never get a beard, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah. No, that's what happened. It's just all this migrated.
Yeah. Apparently, that's generally the science behind it. Is like if you like, and also this prevents. It's for fighting the beard. Honestly, they say that like.
Oh yeah.
It's to soften blows.
Soften blows.
Yeah, and people that have had like that kind of trait passed down, like Vikings and stuff like that, of that nature. Yeah, they grew beards for all that kind of stuff.
So I have some fighters in my gene pool.
There you
I
go.
can see that. That's cool.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, don't fear going bald, bro. Just
I
like,
don't.
Yeah, as long as you have a beard, you're good. Like it's a look.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
What I
like if Victor went bald, like shaved and just kept a beard, I'd be like, yo, Vic, you coming out strong right now. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. I don't know what kind of head shape you have, but it might be better than the poof in the front. It might just
it's funny. And then like all the guys that lose their hair, they start wearing, caps and snapbacks and stuff.
No, Vic will get swaggy. As
we call it catfish. Like
catfish?
Yeah, like some catfish. We're like, oh, we wonder if he has hair underneath that hat. Because like you always see the guy with like a beard and you automatically, in my mind, I'm like, he's definitely, and if you're wearing a hat,
it's like, is it dureless or is he bald? We don't know.
No, you can tell, because you can tell on the sides he has a very...
Even when I fucking to get a skin fade, like that, it's
No, you can tell. You can tell.
Yeah. But I was afraid I was going bald at one point, but I think it was just more stress at that day. Like
you shed, and also throughout the year, and with seasonal changes, you shed more on certain months. So like October is big a lot of guys and everybody, women and men, they see a lot more shedding, and people freak out always, and they're just like, oh my God, I'm losing hair. I'm like, no, calm down. It's just like shedding, like trees shedding their leaves. You're shedding your hair.
I shed like crazy. I could make a wig like once a month, I swear.
That's not good. But you still have plenty.
No, I mean, like, I just have really thick hair. And so it's like,
so it doesn't
and it's always been since I was a teenager.
But have you noticed, like, overall hair loss, like, less density? Okay, so then you're good.
No.
What?
I mean, it's been the same for me.
I just picture, Vic, do something nice. Give your hair to, like, a bald, like a cancer patient.
Donate.
I'm not sure if they can do it with, like, hair like this long, though.
Wait, but I didn't finish the cut. So the hair transplant.
Okay.
So they pretty much, like, cut out I don't know how much, but like let's say like half moon worth of your like very outermost layer of your skin, and then they plant it where you need it up front.
That makes sense. So
and it's your own hair.
It's the follicles.
Yeah, the follicle get transplanted. It's wild.
You love it.
I just love like the concept of it. You know, I know a few people that got their hair transplanted in Turkey, and they love it. They have full head of hair,
as they should. You know, but
it's great.
I hope I never have to go through that. I like my hair. I think that's
one
of
like
my
you guys are blessed.
features.
Like especially Latin countries, you guys have such strong, coarse hair. I'm always
but
jealous
I've seen
when
some bald guys.
Obviously. I mean, there are.
But,
you know,
but Vic's got a beard, so you're blessed in that way, bro.
Yeah.
If you ever went bald, which I'm saying,
you complete each other.
Yeah. Compliments.
Perfect.
Compliment each other.
Yeah, complete each other is like, well, I'm wearing the pants, bro. Just letting you know. Yeah. Even when I'm wearing the dress.
Okay. I already have the ring that's spoken for. So
yeah, that's good. That's good. But outside of that, let's go with some Reddit stories, because I know you guys want some.
Yeah, they're always good ones.
Yeah. I got a couple bittersweet ones. What you got?
I got like more like relationship ones, because you guys know I love talking about that.
Of course.
Vic might have some good ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got one about a prostitute.
Nice.
You know what, Vic? We'll let you start it off then, you know?
Spicy story. Let's get it. Because
I always love a prostitute story, so.
Okay, so this is from the Am I the Jerk thread that I stumbled upon. So, am I the jerk for telling my son he is ungrateful and saying that me being a whore is a reason we get to live the rich lifestyle we live?
Wow. It's real strong. Okay, go.
So, using throwaways for privacy reasons, first off, to start. I live in Nevada, in one of the few counties in the U.S. where prostitution is legal and regulated. I, female, 38, have been a legal prostitute for about 16 years. I started doing it because I was broke, had no college degree or a way to pay for college, and had no family support. About 2 years into doing it, I was knocked up by a guy I've been dating, unrelated to my job. Now, I was split on keeping it or not, but the guy begged me to and said to keep the baby, and said we could get married and raise it together as a family. So I decided to keep it. Then 2 months after I had the kid, he left us. He's been
What?
And then he's only been an intermittent presence in my son's life ever since, besides paying the bare minimum in child support. When he's employed, he barely contributes.
Oh, trash.
So this didn't stress me out that much since my job paid well, and over time and through expanding my platform to things like OnlyFans, I started making very good money, high six figures. I love the job. I love making people feel good. It's given me so many opportunities, as well as the ability to give my son a good life. It's also not as sketchy like the common perceptions of prostitution is. I work at a licensed ranch with security where safe sex practices are rules.
I've been there.
I also
want to hear that story.
I also
I'm fucking.
I also recently got married to the most amazing woman I ever met. I'm bi, by the way. And
I just got lost.
I was like, wait a second. Yeah. Continue.
And while I'd always been skeptical about dating with my profession, she understood and didn't judge me for it.
Also, they both horse.
She doesn't say that.
Yeah.
She said that she didn't judge her for it. So
I thought she's never been dating within her. I've heard within her profession.
No,
okay, got it.
With her profession
Got it.
being,
okay.
you know. I understand that this career isn't going to last forever, and I've been taking steps to make sure I've been building something to secure ourselves afterwards.
Good.
And I've been taking college courses over the past few years and have been studying to be a sex therapist.
Wow.
My son also loves his stepmom. They get along great. I kept my son really sheltered as a kid. Didn't really fully explain what I did for work until about 2 years ago. I don't think he really understood at the time or thought much about it until a few days ago when someone at his school stumbled upon my OnlyFans and looked me up. I stupidly linked the website for the ranch I work at also on my OnlyFans.
Oof.
And that's why they found out all about all of it. He came home crying about it. I tried to confront him, but then he turned all of his anger on me. He called me a whore. He said he hates me, that I'm a loser who was so dumb I couldn't do actual work. He then told me his father, who is a junkie who barely ever talks to him, is so much better than me.
Wow.
At this, I snapped. I told him he was being very ungrateful, that I've done my best to give him a good life. I said that him going to a private school, having all the new gaming consoles, and going to an expensive summer camp every summer for vacation every year, and everything else has been a result of me being a whore. My wife was there when this happened, and later on she said she agreed that my son was being rude and ungrateful, but the way I responded made me seem like an asshole. Am I the asshole? There's some honorable mention comments I have saved up, but,
Okay, cool.
but I'll let you.
I mean, I'll say she's not that asshole in this situation. She's been a good mother, and it sucks that happened. I think she even like had that in mind, like trying to protect him in that sense, and understood
How old
like
is he? Does it say?
I'm assuming he's like in high school or middle
Okay.
school. I'm assuming
yeah.
because if she told him, I think she would wait till he's a teenager if
Okay.
she was sheltering him.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like I think any OnlyFans model or any woman that's in prostitution has to understand that, and not live in, la la land about this, like that. If your kid, if people find out what your profession is, and then your kid's going to school or some shit like that, like they're gonna rip them a new one. They
Yeah.
really are. I mean, it's
Mhm.
not, it's typical thing. Like, I wouldn't make fun of somebody because of it, but I wouldn't, try to make them cry about it. Like it'd just be like, one joke or a couple jokes like, oh, your mom's a prostitute, like something stupid, and then just move on. But I wouldn't want to like make it like a bad joke. You know what I'm saying? Like where
Yeah.
it's like I'm attacking his mom or anything, because like I don't know your mom, and like obviously you're doing well.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people aren't doing that. It sucks that she attacked him because of he mentioned the father, and we don't know the situation with the father.
Right.
She could also be exaggerating the situation. We don't know that. I hope
Yeah.
that it's not. I'm pretty certain that she's probably telling the truth on the front of just like
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
like
if anything, she was just triggered by his reaction. to
yeah,
her.
like
Yeah,
I've
because she's
given
giving
you.
him the world, and
Yeah.
he's like being ungrateful at this point. But like, I understand why he's upset though.
He's
Well,
emotional.
why wouldn't you be
Yeah,
upset? Like
exactly.
No,
like,
yeah, but I'm saying
yeah.
like even from the perspective of like he's a teenager, he's trying to form some form of a probably
Social
like
life.
some sexuality and like no, I'm saying like so this is how I see it. I
ahead.
think that he is probably hurt because obviously it's his mother and she's fucking for money. But then like it also can affect him down the road in romantic relationships where he doesn't respect a woman because his own mom didn't respect herself. Like the reason I'm bringing it up because I know a guy that his mom was a prostitute and like he had a hard time having like any form of a sexual interaction with any women moving forward because he was so grossed out about the fact that like he pretty much doesn't see a woman as like a beauty. He looks at a woman as like ugh, like all the
Yeah,
woman,
but
you know.
I'll also remind that he's already known for years. This is he reacted because his friends found out.
Oh, okay, I missed that part. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
So he's
so
known that. Okay, got it.
he's already known for years.
Mm.
This one comment I'll read before I kind
Go
of get
ahead.
my take because I think he summed it up pretty well. He's like, this person said, the problem isn't that he's scandalized about her job. He's known for years. The problem is that his friends and peer group at school found out and is hazing him about it.
Yep.
They should have prepared for this, come up with strategies to deal with, like acting unashamed and not showing that they can hurt him with this.
Right.
Ergo, by turning it into a joke like, what? You jealous because your mom's too ugly to have her own OnlyFans? Or, yeah, she works at the ranch. Your daddy says hi. He's a regular.
That's a better joke. That's 100% a better joke.
Letting it happen like
quick.
Yeah, letting it happen like this puts him in a very vulnerable position.
Yeah.
So it's like I suggest sitting down with him and your wife and trying to figure out the best ways now to cope. And then some other people recommended family therapy, different things like that. Understand that it's the fact that he's being hazed for this and he wasn't prepared to deal with people coming at him. Like he understood it as normal in his household. Now he's hit hard with the fact that society is going to come down hard on him about
your friends are just like, oh, how much is your mom worth? All right, let's see. Like, because literally, like that's you
and
just
teenagers are the worst.
Yeah, you just really gave the most ammo to those kids. Are just like, you know, and not her fault at all about that, or any OnlyFans woman that, you know, that situation falls upon, but it's sort of like I've seen a lot of, luckily she isn't one of them from the sounds of it, but a lot of women in that situation think like, oh, you know, they shouldn't make fun of him. It's like, no, you don't get to decide what somebody gets to make fun of. Like, it's unfortunate, and it's like you just have to build the confidence within him. But I mean, like, to what she said though, that she's building a career in as a sex therapist, as well as like she's going college courses, she's doing better for herself, she's thinking about her future,
a way out,
like
maintain the lifestyle.
I'd be proud of my mom if she did that, you know, like she did provide for him and she's doing the best that she can. It's wild to me that, you know, but he's a young kid, so I'm
sure he'll come around.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think, like, you know, overall it's just that it's just his young age, and I think as far as a therapist, and obviously this is family, so obviously like she got triggered, but because he said some wild shit to her, and I don't think she's an asshole. She's just a human being.
Right.
That's what I would get at. It's like it's okay.
Doing her best.
Yeah, it's like it's okay that you snapped at your kid. You're not an asshole for doing that. It's like, I mean, like I've said some wild shit to my parents, and like they snapped at me, and rightfully so. Like when I look back at it, it's just like they've given me the world. And
like
there's
respect.
And it's like, you know, like for everything they've done, it's like, you know, shut the fuck up. Like, you know, but as a kid, that's also learning boundaries, and that's where you really learn your values and stuff like that.
And I've heard that a lot from parents and in general. That's like those teenage years, because kids try to separate themselves naturally because of puberty and everything. You're trying to separate yourself from your parents. So that's where you get the hormones and they retaliate. So a lot of parents are, with the first kid especially, are usually surprised and doesn't know how to handle this, because their sweet little kid who loves mommy and daddy their whole life and, you know, always listens and is an angel, is now like making you the worst person in the world out of nowhere. Because for you as an adult, you haven't changed anything you've done at all. You're like treating them the same, and now everything you do they hate, and it's like good story.
Good story.
Yeah, that's a good story. You want me to go?
Yeah, go Poe.
Go Poe. Am I the asshole for wanting a divorce after my wife refuses to allow me to read texts from new friend? I, 38, and my wife, 33, have always had an open phone policy. We share the same passcode, and never once has there ever been any hesitation about exchanging phones, using each other's, watching while we text, etc. It's nothing we go out of the way to do, but if we're cuddling, I'm not going to hide my screen while I text, and vice versa. Yesterday, I accidentally left my phone in the car with her when she dropped me off at work, and I asked her to check my messages throughout the day and notify me if anything popped up I needed to respond to. A few months ago, my wife started a new position within her company. She works remotely but is on a leadership team with 3 others that she works very intimately. She travels with them as well. Her first time meeting James in person was on a business trip about a month ago. A series of terrible misfortunes led to them working together into the wee hours of the morning. Okay. And then sharing his room in not quotes. What's that again?
Brackets.
Brackets, the hotel had overbooked for their final hours of sleep. She slept on the couch. Since then, I've noticed her body language when texting him. If she sees me noticing, she'll quickly close her screen and put her phone away. This was making me uncomfortable, but I thought maybe I was being unreasonable. About a week ago, I kind of jokingly asked if she had a crush on him. Her response was denial, but the way she responded made me further suspicious. Then a week ago, she tells me he broke up with his girlfriend because he sees how much we love each other and he wants that kind of love. So 2 nights ago, I did something I've never done before in my life. I read their messages while she slept. They go back to the day they met in person. A few things made me uncomfortable. Number 1, when my wife asked what they should do when they visit, the other team members are coming to our city in a week, James responded with something cheeky and said, "Oh, right, you meant professionally." Not personally, better to keep it professional. Number 2, James has a niche hobby in a gym, and my wife lied about some of her other friends also being involved in something similar. They discussed going to the gym together and that he could take care of her. She responded by saying, "If I did your workout routine, I would die." That's like nothing.
Yeah.
Number 3, we went to visit family this last weekend, and she sent James photos of our kids that are amazing and cute, and they look so precious that she hasn't even sent me. Number 4, she invited him to participate in a race that would take place in a different state than either ours or his. He accepted the invite. Then she asked me how I felt about her doing this race again this year, that a few people from her company would be participating and she would like to go. She conveniently left out that James would be there. Yesterday morning, I tell her I'm uncomfortable with their friendship. When I had asked if she had a crush, she did tell me that she felt immediate friend chemistry with him, and she loved the feeling of excitement she gets when the excitement she gets with their interactions. But she also became defensive and upset that I didn't trust her. Last night, I told her I didn't trust him. That even if she's not interested, I think, for a number of reasons, that he's flirting. I told her I wanted to get over my unease and ask if I could read her messages. That's something since day one she's always told me I was allowed to do. I've never asked to do it before. She was livid. She said she's disgusted by how quickly I've become so controlling over her and how I've taken my discomfort from 0 to 60 over him. She says it's not about her relationship with him at all, but about how controlling I am around all her friendships. And I admit I have been hurt by how frequently she'll go out with her friends where I'm not invited, or she'll go to a party and not invite me. We've had disagreements about this before because she's welcome when and where I am, 100%. After a big blow up, I went and took a shower. When I go out, I ask again to see the messages. She, very pissed, gave me her phone and declared, "Here, happy now? Here's everything from the beginning," and had scrolled to the top. I immediately went to the recently deleted messages and saw she had deleted 60 messages between them while I was in the shower. What a dumb bitch for not deleting the deleted messages, but whatever. I said to her, "Why did you delete these messages between you?" She asked how I knew she did. I told her I went to this section and showed her. She grabbed the phone and refused to let me see it again the rest of the evening. We fought more and she told me I wouldn't be allowed to look at all now. She regretted deleting them as she sees it's escalating the situation, but that she thought some messages from yesterday would upset me. They had exchanged songs and he had mentioned that one of them was sexy. We went to bed and I again went through her phone. Sure enough, the deleted messages were exactly what she said. Kind of the messages about the song exchanges was only 16, but she had deleted 60. I don't know which others she felt she needed to keep from me. This morning, I asked her again to see it. I asked her again what she deleted, and she doubled down that it was only the song messages. She tells me she will cut off her friendship with James entirely before she will ever show me the messages. She tells me any friendship she could have with him is totally tainted now by me controlling behavior. My controlling behavior. I tell her I can't trust her. That's any reasonable human would be suspicious of their partner if they behave the way she has around this. She told me my feelings are a me problem and she's not in control of how I feel. I told her all I need is to see them because I want to talk about some of what I know with her to feel at ease. She told me if I felt so strongly about it, I had a choice to make. Jesus. Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce over this whole thing? I don't believe she's physically cheated at all, but I do feel like she's well on her way to at least emotionally cheating if this doesn't already qualify.
So much, but
Right?
yeah,
So-
like literally, where do we start on this, dude?
I've been in this specific situation.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Then you
Yeah.
fucked up, but
No, I'm saying like, what do you mean? I
mean, they both fucked up.
Well, I'm saying like I never like the concept of going through somebody else's phone, but if I have a gut feeling that something is shady going on and you don't have you don't have decency to talk to me about this, I will check your phone. And hopefully I don't see anything, and I'll tell you, hey, just so you know, I felt that something was going on. I was mistaken. I apologize. We're good, whatever. But if I see it, and I always fucking find something, then like...
See, but you're looking for something negative to find, and then you can...
It's not like I'm sitting there, I'm like, I should just go through his phone
No,
today.
I know you're not, but the thing is like having a private conversation with somebody that you're like, you know, whether you're a friend or something, like in like she said, like saying something cheeky, like I can understand if somebody said something cheeky to my girl, or she said something cheeky. I try not to read into that, but you're already taking towards that, and then like, oh, you're gonna implement that further just because you're looking for it. So this has to be, and now you're not reading. You're reading everything in between.
So I agree with this, but like, let me just tell you briefly. So I caught one of my exes talking to his coworker that he newly met through the new job that he was hired at, and they were just talking about like random shit, nothing really sexual. She said, hey, I'm just getting my manicure done. And he was like, oh, what color are you getting? And she sends him like her hands in a picture of it. And he's like, oh, I like it spicy, something like that, right? Like nothing really like crazy, but you know, I was like, all right, like this is not something I would want to see, but I saw that, right? Think nothing of it. Let go of the concept of like, oh, I'm being cheated on. Then recently I found out that they actually fucked and there was a whole affair going on. So it's like my intuition was right. You know what I mean? Like I feel like me going through his phone was justified because I fucking was right. Like I was right. There was something going on between them two. That was also after he already cheated prior to that. So the trust was already broken. Yeah. But if I enter a relationship, like you have a clean slate, I don't want to see your phone. I literally don't. Like I'm scared of even watching what people talk about. I would rather just not know that you know? But in this case, I mean, why are you deleting messages? You know what I mean? Like, if you know if it's gonna be upsetting to your husband and there's a slight form of, like, guilt, that's why you're deleting it, then, like, you're doing wrong things.
But I'm curious of what Victor has to say about this. And I'm also curious to add this question to you. Do you and your wife allow each other to go through each other's phones?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I mean, we don't really do it, but like she has my podcast code all the time. I'm like, oh, baby, can you go on my phone? Policy, what was that message I got the other day? Or like she'll read my text messages. We're pretty open about it. I know her codes and stuff like that. I
value that. And
she has like a million. She does not like read her Telegram messages and stuff like. So it's just like it gives me anxiety going through her phone with so many.
But that's the thing. They established something, a rule. Hey, open phone policy, and all of a sudden she's being shady.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
it's like you're shitting yourself.
For me, it's like I don't know. I've never done anything that I would worry about my phone. But then again, I'm not a great texter in general, so I'm not having heavy conversations by text in general like that.
I was laughing, just like I know.
So,
well, no, the way that he worded it, I was like, I'm not doing it on text. Suspicious.
Heavy texter.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
That's what I said.
That's what I would say right there. But I got you. Yeah, careful, Vic. You're slipping up. You're slipping up right now.
Oh, too funny. But
that's gonna be a clip. Just letting you know. You asked your wife before all this.
No. And just is like that. And plus, I'm just terrible at keeping secrets in general.
I'm so bad at that too.
So I'm pretty, comfortable with that. I would say when behavior changes quickly, I would say it's not always for the reason you think.
Right.
Because it's actually one of my stories is partially kind of on that thread. But it can be, like you say, if you have a tuition, the thing that I commonly see with a lot of these stories is people don't properly communicate half the time. And
I mean, he did say though, like he told her like, hey, I think you guys are kind of like
but
close.
I think it's like what Dee said. If instead of deleting text and stuff, just communicates.
Oh,
Like,
you're talking about her comommunicating it.
yeah,
Okay,
I'm talking about her.
I thought
in
you
that
meant
sense.
like, oh, he could have communicated that he was upset with the friend.
I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
If she, again, in the case she isn't actually hiding anything and she's telling the truth, it's not a big deal. But then she should have just explained the text. She's like, I understand I'm close with this person. I do like speaking with them and I see them as a friend. That's why this conversation, we joke a certain way, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you could explain it like that, I understand that you're paranoid right now and this and that. And like, I don't want this to confirm your fear.
Right.
And make it more than something that it is. Like, that's a way to approach it. If that's what it is.
Don't you think that it would be a smart idea? I actually had this conversation this morning. That's so funny. Like, that when you have a friend, let's say you dating somebody, right? And all of a sudden there's a new friend coming into your world and you vibe with them and you clicked right away, just like she did with that coworker. I think the right way to approach this is like, hey D, or like, hey babe, I have a new friend. He's a male. I would like for all three of us, or like, let's say it's a bunch of people, let's hang out. Let's go and like, I want you to meet him. So you know that there's no like shadiness going on. And you can tell by body language. I'm really good at it. Like, if you bring me out, like with that girl that I just mentioned, that I found out that my ex cheated on me with, that I had like I was suspicious about. They both were so weird around each other in public. Like she was like flirting with him. He was like laughing. Like, I was so uncomfortable from the fucking beginning. I was like, oh my God, I literally can't stand this girl. And I was right, but like some people, like she should have just like had that, like he said, oh, I'm never invited to any outings, yet she's invited everywhere else I go.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
a big
the red flag
right
too, that they were going to a run together in another state.
Yeah, that's wild.
He didn't know that they already had plans.
Yeah,
to be there.
like for instance, the only time I can see you not inviting like your wife is like literally when we went to PA for that shoot, and it was like, no, this is literally work. We were not,
and we're going at 4 a.m. Like I know she's not.
Yeah, like we actually did invite her.
I did invite her. I did mention it to her, but she was like, no.
but that's that's understandable. Just like it's work related. It's like. Yeah, but like that's a run. That's an open event that anybody can go into. Like he could cheer you on the sidelines. Yeah, it's like that's a little sus right there. It's just like
it's not a work thing. Yeah,
that's where you're drawing some. And
you don't mention it. Like,
but let's. I will say he had some toxic traits of going through that phone without her permission. Obviously, she was doing something sus. And we can all see from what he was pointing out. Yeah. But
so how would you approach it? If you see me smiling to my phone,
I'll say it like this: I have to communicate with you, and I have to trust you. And if you end up cheating on me, that's also the chance that you have to take in a relationship.
Yeah. The risk of it. Yeah. Also like we all get hurt at the end of the day. You need to accept the fact that people are going to do what they want to do.
When he was at the point that he wanted to check the phone, he should have just came to her and just been like, hey, so I know you're good friends. Things are starting to feel off with you two. I just want to talk to you about it. And then she, at least from there, if she got nervous and super defensive at that point, okay, like she is getting now when you guys are talking about
that's what happened. He approached her and
but
she was like...
he approached her after going through her phone and everything. If he did it immediately...
Oh, I see what you mean.
Before things progressed, from the very beginning. If that was the first thing she did, he wouldn't be as charged going into it because he probably was already pretty charged going into it. Yeah. And he already had his mind made up going into it. Yeah. And it would have given her like 2 chances. The first chance is either clear things up if it was it, or it would have been early enough that it could have prevented things from progressing on that side. Right.
Or get her back also in check. On top of that, that might have been her checkup of just like, maybe I need to reevaluate what I'm sending to somebody before, anything. Yeah. I need to check myself because sometimes we lose ourselves in the conversation of talking to somebody else, and it's understandable. Oh, wait. I have a husband, I have this, or I have a boyfriend. I need to respect him and because you're just in the moment. I get it. It's fine. But that's sort of why for me, I try to you keep your conversations to yourself. If you want to check my shit, go ahead. But you're probably going to find some shit you don't like. Yeah. And I'm like, and if that's going to start drama, then that's a problem already in itself. That's why I wouldn't suggest it.
Yeah.
But understandably so, I want to try to respect my
Privacy.
partner.
Yeah.
My partner, like outside of that. But great story. I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, let me
we
pick
all
your
got
brains on that
heated.
because I was like, what the
Motherfucker.
fuck? Wait, but the question was, is he rightful so to want to divorce her now? Like, is he an asshole?
Oh, he's an asshole.
For
He's
divorcing her?
No, for wanting to divorce her. Instead of wanting to, let me work this out, let's go.
Because he never got a definite off of it.
Yeah.
So we don't know the time frame of it all, though. Like, there was a conversation. He went through the phone.
Do you disagree? Do you think he was in the right?
To go through her phone?
No, to go through the divorce.
I don't think that's like big enough reasons to just divorce someone.
Okay. Yeah.
But if I don't know the time frame of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it's been happening, let's say for like a couple months, and he's approached her about this and nothing has changed, then like, bitch.
I think what a lot of people forget too is because I hear in a lot of these stories, like they get to a point where they feel like you reach a wall, but there's no definite answer. Mm-hmm. So the next thing is just like, let me just cut this off. And
America's well known for that.
So with that, I was like, there's such a thing as like talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
Like
mediator.
A professional who can mediate and like make you see the reality.
You know what was cool? I sent you both this video, but it was about a couple, and then like they're basically ending, like it's gonna go to a divorce kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about it though, at the end, it was like, not all therapy sessions is about resolving the relationship and making sure you guys stay together. Yep. Sometimes it's about just resolving yourself, and if it comes to a divorce, that's what it comes down to. But it's about making sure that you're okay in the therapy session.
Yeah, and everyone's like, at least you're able to work through a conclusion.
Yes,
that's it. Yeah. It's like the goal is not to be a specific good or bad. It's just we need to get to an actual conclusion.
Yes. Yeah. And that's a little scary, I think, but good fucking knowledge for you to have right there.
Hit us.
All right. This one's a little long, but I think it's a really nice, bittersweet one. People who reconnected with the one who got away. What happened? I used to work as a male escort, and I was contacted by Stacy, a stunning 37-year-old who wanted me to take her V-card. She was so beautiful, she could have had men paying her for her services. So the fact she was calling me made me a little scared. Either way, when I arrived at her house, my jaw literally dropped. She had prepared an entire southern dinner for me and welcomed me in as if I was her own. We exchanged pleasantries, and after the meal, she led me to her bedroom. She asked me to take my top off and dance for her. I obliged, and she started blushing and covering her face with a pillow. I then began initiating further, but she suddenly stopped me and completely broke down. I'm not ready. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me, she yelled. She burst into tears immediately. I went down beside her to ask what was wrong, but she couldn't answer. She just kept crying. After consoling her for a minute, she regained the strength to speak and started opening up to me. Turns out the reason she had never done the deed, despite being so pretty, was because she had gone through things that made her terrified of intimacy. The thought of doing anything intimate, even consensual, freaked her out and brought her back to the hundreds of times that she was taken advantage of. I just held her for a while. We spent the day together instead, teaching me how to bake donuts, hiking around her local park, and when it was time to go, she asked me to spend the night. I just want to wake up next to a man and feel like a loved wife. My heart broke for her, so I said yes. We cuddled each other to sleep, her nuzzling her head into my chest and thanking me for making today the best day in years. I woke up earlier than her the next morning and prepared an omelet before I left. There was something special that drew me to her. And it wasn't just her looks. She was a broken soul. I think that's what it was. I never expected her to call me again, but a few days later, she did, and I felt a warm feeling inside me. When I picked up, she apologized immediately, saying she had something to tell me and begged me not to get mad at her for it. She said she would pay me to come over so she could tell me in person, and she couldn't say it over the phone. The entire ride over, I was anxious as hell, but when I finally showed up, I found her with her eyes red from tears. Turns out she has terminal brain cancer. Doctors said she has 12 months to live from that day. She told me there was nothing more that she wanted more than experiencing actual intimacy at least once in her life, and asked me to help her break down the mental boundary. I took her V card that day and did it as gently as I possibly could. She cried afterwards, thanking me for making her dying wish come true. What hurts so much is that over her last year, I truly fell in love with her, and she fell in love with me. But of course, fate had other plans. We explored every fantasy she had together and shared so many special moments. She was a part of my life that I knew was doomed to end, but I never had the strength to close the chapter until it was closed for me. Yeah.
That's just sad.
Right? I think it's beautiful.
It's
though.
beautiful. No,
Yeah.
it definitely has a
Yeah,
bit.
it's like a
bittersweet. It's a
movie.
very perfect
Yeah.
way to describe it. It is a movie. It sounds
Yeah.
like a movie.
Yeah, right. And it's just like it's just terrible to have that situation where a person that
That shit gets me like
teared up.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, that you had to leave so early when you just found somebody. But at least there's people that go through their life and never find anybody that they loved. Like, and at least he found and was able to give her something so special for their last year.
I'm just glad that she was strong enough to communicate it. You know what I mean? Because if she didn't, then she would have never experienced that.
Of course.
Oh, that's so cute.
I figured you would enjoy that.
No, because I always put myself in positions like that. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Or like people meet last minute and they're like get married because they know that that person's gonna die, and it's just crazy. But that at least they like cheers their their time together, and like he has that story forever with him, so that's so cute.
Live through the memory.
I'll be fucking crying.
Yeah, I kind of wish they had a baby within that time frame of it.
Yeah, but I feel like what was her? Oh, it was a brain cancer.
Yeah, terminal brain cancer. So
that like pregnancy would have been like.
That would have been.
So
I don't
hard
think it
for
would have
her.
been possible with chemo. She probably was doing treatments and stuff like that.
You think that they just do that like when you have just 12 months?
Well, they try to make it livable. So the symptoms for cancer can vary.
Oh, okay.
So they try to make it as comfortable. You need treatments just to stay comfortable.
Wow. Because cancer is that brutal, huh?
It can
Depends
be.
on
It
the
depends.
cancer,
It's such a
yeah.
wide range, but it's a possibility. Yeah.
Like he made it like very short story. I feel like there was probably more to it.
Well, I feel like that little section he said of like we shared many moments and explored every fantasy. That was the 11 months right there.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I always wonder about that because.
But I'm saying like what happens with the brain cancer? Like do you become vegetable? Is that what happens over time?
It just varies. You can become bedridden, but like it depends.
Yeah,
probably in the last few days she was just bedridden.
It is crazy, how that works. And that shit will get you at any age too.
Yeah.
We're all born with the cancer cell, so we just have to keep that boy one cell only. as long as you can. Shit.
Okay.
That's crazy. That was good.
Yeah, I wonder. I'll say it like this. I'm not trying to besmirch the story in any shape, way, or form. Obviously, it's a beautiful story, but I always wonder, like, because of just that tragedy aspect in there, because sometimes, like, he said, like, oh, I was drawn to her because she was a broken soul. What happens if you take that out of the equation? Would she fall in love? Would he fall in love?
See, but I'm someone who is likes projects, so I can kind of relate to it, which is not great.
Well, that's why
you get broken in the meantime by trying to like fulfill that person's soul and like fulfill their happiness. You end up getting broken. So like I know what you mean. Like what if she wasn't a broken soul? Would he even give her time of the day? You know?
Exactly. Like, so it's that question that comes into me is like, do you love the person or do you love the situation? Do you love like the fact that like
you can help them?
Yeah, exactly. Versus, do you actually see them for what they are, or do you look at them like
it's like I need to be here.
Yeah,
to help
exactly.
them.
Like just to help them, not to tear this down or anything like that. But it's a good question to have like for yourself when you're put in this position, because it's like, a lot of times when I've spoken to other people, because luckily I've never had anybody so far.
Yeah.
with cancer and stuff like that. But like I always wonder about that situation. Of just like, like most cancer patients though that I've heard about and like through friends that have to go through it, they've told me is like the one thing that they hate is people treating them so differently.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, give them sympathy because they have no, they want to be treated like everybody. Like like
same with disabilities. Like people with disabilities don't want to be treated differently, which is hard. It's like natural to treat them differently, because it's
sometimes
in our eyes it's like, oh, they're struggling, so we need to be there for them. But
oh no, I love making fun of like some people like that like they're in a wheelchair and it's like, well, you can't get it. like I do. I enjoy just teasing somebody in that sense, but because it makes them just feel part of like like
I'm normal.
You're just in a wheelchair. Okay, whatever. I know
one buddy. He's actually a local Hampton-based boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's on a wheelchair and he just embraces it. He still comes to station. He comes places and just
has a good time.
Great time. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll get you on this chair.
Like
ride right here. Yeah. That's fucking dope.
Give me a lap dance.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. I wish we could stick around and tell more stories.
Tell us if you cried with me, because I definitely cried, as you can tell. That was a good story. Damn.
Yeah. Well, I liked your guys' story because it made me think, and I want to hear about what you guys thought about that prostitute mom. Yeah. Yeah. Don't call her a whore. She's a prostitute. Be kind.
She called herself a whore.
No.
She used his word.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought she was like, I'm a whore.
Yeah. No. We don't call prostitute whores. They don't like that. No.
Anyways,
guys, we will see you next week. That's right. So follow us on PND, subscribe, send us dick pics because we love them, So,
reshare content
right onto Victor's phone. Yeah. All of them. I don't know his number, but once I get it, I'll put it right here. All dick pics right there.
Oh, my phone just broke. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. There it goes.
Smash. Got it. But thank you so much for everything. I can't wait to hear.
Coming on.
Yeah, and can't wait for next week. Once again. Love you, Poe. Love you, Vic.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks. See you next week.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.
Oh.